The bank teller glanced down at her ID, scoffed, then sent it sliding across the floor like it meant nothing. The room locked up. A sharp breath cut through the air. No apology came. Instead, the teller leaned in harder, questioning her name, her authority, even her right to stand there at all. A security guard edged closer. Policy, the teller announced loudly, just loud enough to shame her. Phones lifted. No one stepped in. What the bank didn't realize was this. The woman whose ID lay on that floor held control over $5.9 billion Australian merger tied directly to their survival. And she was seconds from wiping it out entirely. Danielle Ross entered the bank alone, focused, with no entourage in sight. The lobby smelled of polish and quiet judgment. She walked to the counter, set her ID down, and waited. The teller read the name, then studied Danielle's face, offering a smile that carried no warmth. "This won't work," the teller said. Danielle blinked once. "What won't?" The teller lifted the ID, examined it again, then flicked it away. It skidded, spinning until it stopped near the line. A few customers gasped. One let out a nervous laugh. "You can grab that when you're finished," the teller said. "We don't play games here, okay?" Danielle didn't move. "I'm here for a wire confirmation," she said evenly. The teller crossed her arms. "No, you're not. People don't just walk in with names like that expecting access." A man behind Danielle raised his phone. Someone whispered, "Did she really throw her ID?" The teller tapped her keyboard. "Higher risk profile," she announced. "That means extra verification." Danielle kept her voice calm. "I'd like to speak to a manager." Teller smirked. "Of course you would." She pressed a button beneath the desk. The guard stepped closer, suspicion already set in his eyes. "Until we verify." The teller said, "You'll remain right there." Danielle glanced at her ID on the floor and still didn't bend. "What policy allows you to dispose of identification?" she asked. The teller leaned forward. "The one where frauds get exposed." By now, every phone was out. The manager arrived annoyed first, curious second. "What's going on?" The teller answered fast. She presented an unverified ID, claimed executive access, and became confrontational. Danielle spoke calmly. "My ID was thrown." The manager sighed. "Ma'am, if you'd like to step aside." "No," Danielle said. The word landed firm. "Excuse me?" I said no. The guard's hand hovered near his radio. The teller scoffed. "See? Always the same attitude." Danielle finally bent down, picked up her ID, and placed it neatly back on the counter. "Run it," she said. The teller rolled her eyes and typed. Her smirk vanished. The system stalled, then locked. The screen flashed red. "What did you do?" The teller snapped. "I asked for verification," Danielle replied. The manager leaned closer. "Your full name?" "Danielle Ross." His expression tightened. He stepped back and checked his tablet. Silence spread. At the neighboring desk, a junior employee stared at a screen, eyes widening. "Sir," she said quietly, "her name is on the internal memo." The manager frowned. "Which one?" "The merger oversight memo," she answered. "For next quarter." The teller laughed sharply. "That's impossible." Danielle said nothing. The manager swallowed. "Ma'am, are you affiliated with Ross Holdings?" Danielle nodded once. "Founder, CEO." The lobby froze. "She's lying," the teller said weakly. "She isn't." The junior employee replied. The manager stepped back. "The pending merger is under my authority," Danielle finished. "And as of now, it's under review." The teller slammed her hands down. "You can't do this over a misunderstanding." Danielle looked directly at her. "You threw my ID on the floor. You escalated. You involved security. You publicly humiliated a client without verification." "We value," the manager started. Danielle raised one finger. He stopped. This institution is pursuing a $5.9 billion merger to stabilize regional exposure, she said. My firm controls the approval. A ripple moved through the lobby. She turned to the junior employee. How long did verification take once it was actually run? 6 seconds, she answered. Danielle faced the teller. You chose humiliation instead. The teller's voice cracked. I was following policy. Danielle nodded. So was I. She sent one message from her phone. The teller's screen went black. What happened? She whispered. The manager checked his tablet. Your access has been suspended. The guard stepped back, suddenly unsure. Danielle addressed the manager. This interaction is documented, time-stamped, witnessed. We can fix this, he said, voice shaking. You already had your chance, Danielle replied. She turned to the lobby. I came here to see whether this institution deserved partnership. Then, back to the teller. It does not. The junior employee spoke softly. Sir, corporate is calling. The manager answered. His face collapsed as he listened. Yes, understood. Immediately. He lowered the phone. The merger has been paused. The teller sank into her chair. Danielle slipped her ID into her bag and walked toward the exit. The guard stepped aside without a word. At the door, she paused. Next time, she said calmly. Verify first. She left. Behind her, a bank realized its procedures had just cost it everything. If this story shook you, don't stop here. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss moments where dignity crushes arrogance in real time. Like this video to push it further. Share it with someone who needs to see what assumptions truly cost. And comment, verify first, if that ending hit hard. Stay with this channel. Truth always comes back, and it comes louder.